we should all purchase. I'm not going to say what Andy said, but just FIFA 20. So for me, Jack, it's a yes, Governor.
The decision is made on behalf of the table. The yes has it. The yes has it. FIFA 20 will be purchased, and the next article of the next article. Order. Let's not move into hysteria.
How am I not meant to move into hysteria?
I ask for all members of the House to have order, as we still must vote on the final article of this decision, and that is the time frame in which we are working to purchase the game. And when I say we, of course, I mean the members of the House who have co-signed this agreement. That doesn't include me as the mediator. So, we have 3 articles to discuss. The first article will be that everybody must buy the game with immediacy, and immediacy being defined as within the next 5 working days. So this is by this coming Friday, to coincide with the date and day in which we've already agreed and discussed and decided should be the day in which the game is
Can I interject quick?
Friday.
Can I interject quick, Jack?
You can interject when all articles have been defined.
Okay.
The second article will be within 14 working days, which puts us onto the adjacent Friday. That's
10 working days, by the way, Jack. But yeah,
which will be Tony's birthday, of course. And the House is never wrong in terms of the working days, especially when they've not had any beer. And then the third article will be within 28 working days, in which I cannot tell you the date, but it is within 28 working days, which should give all the time they need if the finances are not immediately there. So, I move to the first article of this, which is within the next 5 working days, which will be this Friday, and I segue straight... forgive me, I'll pause. I did say that Tony could interject before we move on to the vote. I will hear from him and him only. So, Tony, please.
I want to buy FIFA, but not at £50. So is there a way, instead of it being a time-defined way of saying when FIFA gets reduced to, let's say, I don't know, £35 and below, then we all get it, rather than this time frame?
Fourth article of voting will be that the game is purchased immediately, on which point the game is discounted on the PSN store to below £35. Can all members agree on that as the defining number?
So just the PSN store, not anywhere else?
I think, or...
It could be like Tesco, or... Because Richie could get it before us, because he gets a 10% discount.
I could probably get it tomorrow if I went down to Will and asked for it. You can't buy it.
Yeah,
I think to keep it to...
Let's say retailers.
Fine, okay. I'm happy to generalise it to any retailer, as long as all, but it must be accessible to all at the table to buy at the same time, and all at the table must be notified in unison.
Okay.
Understood.
Okay.
Fine. We will still move through the prior 3 articles, although I'm sure we know where the articles will go. But first article being in 5 working days, I move first to Arthur with yes or no, please.
So you're not kicked. Sorry, just want to make sure.
Fine, yeah, of course.
No.
No. Fine. Andy.
No.
Tony.
It's a no from me.
And Jack.
Well, I might as well say yes, because it could happen. So, yes.
Jack.
Fine, okay, so the noes have it. We move to the second article, which is 10 working days, which puts us on to Tony's birthday as a reminder. I'll start with Arthur.
Yes.
Yes. Andy.
Which question was this? Sorry, is this My
This
next,
is this is purchasing within 10 working days, which puts us before Tony's birthday.
I'll say yes as well.
Fine. Then we move to Tony.
I mean, I know I pitched the idea earlier, but Andy did make a point if he doesn't want to tarnish my birthday. So,
That's exactly what.
I mean, I'm going to say no.
No. Fine. I'll clarify in terms of the voting articles in which we're about to discuss. It is whichever article has the majority yeses that we will go with. Until there is a unilateral yes, we will go with the majority yeses. So Jack next.
Sorry, what's going on?
It's a yes or no. It's a yes or no to purchasing the game within the next 10
He's still
working
recovering
days.
about having to purchase it.
Before Tony's birthday.
Yes.
Yes. So we have 3 yeses to that article, which means that that will hold until we have an additional article which has a higher percentage of yeses. So it needs one more yes or to be a tiebreaker, on which we then move to the founder's decision. Third article within the next 28 working days, which gives us all approximately, or sorry, not all, you 4 approximately a month to make your decision, to purchase the game. Which, if you need to get your financial orders in action and everything like that, especially with Crisis in mind, it gives you the time, and that might be of a benefit. Moving first to Arthur.
No.
No. Andy.
No.
That's 2 no's. Tony.
No.
No. And Jack.
I'm just going to say no because of
No. So that is off the table. Purchasing within 28 days is off the table. So the time frame, dependent on the 4th article being voted on, will be a maximum of 14 days. Moving on to the 4th article, which is the immediate and unilateral purchase of the game as soon as it goes on sale on any given retailer for below the sum of £35. That is not inclusive of £35 and 1 pence. It is inclusive of £35 and 0 pence. So, I move first to Arthur.
Yes.
Yes. And Andy.
Yes.
Yes. And Tony.
Yes.
And Jack.
Yes.
So the yeses unilaterally have it. The decision is made. The game will be purchased as soon as it is available on any given retailer for below or at the sum of £35. All rise, all agreed. Wonderful.
Oh my word.